Hello you guys, welcome back to the channel. This is RR37. My name is Rich, and as you can see, we are back with the Boro career once again. Today we are kicking off today's episode, which is number 14 already. It's quite crazy to think that. But yeah, we're against Luton in the cup today, so we're doing highlights of this one. We will take a quick look at the calendar later, but we do have our next match, and that is up against Spurs in the second leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final. Absolutely crazy that we're even there, really. But we'll talk more about that as we get in. We did play well against Luton, which is good to see that our bad form just started to turn around towards the end of last episode, finally. We've been able to carry that on today. We went with a full strength squad, even though we do have Spurs in the next game, just to try and get through the cup, try and tick off the objective of the board. And it's just fun to be in the cups, especially the FA Cup, so much history to it. And yeah, we're doing what we need to do in the league at the moment. I think it would be detrimental to us, if I'm being honest, to get promoted this season anyway. We're still nowhere near ready for Premier League yet, but yeah, we've done well in that game, so really happy. And there you can see, next up is the game against Spurs. We are going to put out the second team for this game. We are, as we're going to have a look at now, you can just see there, 4-1 up or 4-0 up from the first leg. I think it was 4-0 actually. I can't quite see it on my screen, but yeah, I believe it was 4-0. So that should be job done against Spurs. And then we've got either Chelsea or Liverpool in the final. That's 0-0 at the moment, so all to play for in that one. But good start to the episode with that win against Luton. Ended up being 3-0. We have got games against Spurs, Wickham, and as you can see, Blackburn, the return match there in this episode. After the Wickham game, which is why we are looking at our shortlist now, the transfer window closes. That is it then for the season. No more alterations to the squad, so it's just worth having a little look, seeing if there's anyone worth bringing in last minute. We have already, I've mentioned in past episodes, done probably more transfer business than I would personally have liked to in the first season. I wanted to improve the midfield, which we did, and then of course we got the offer for Assombalonga, which meant that we was doing more up front than I wanted to, but I'm happy with Fletcher and Akpom. For Brown, I'm happy with him at the moment. He's in good form. Walker is an area we could strengthen, but we do have Tavernier on the bench, and Walker has just started playing pretty well as well. In midfield, Cook and Ferguson is fine. McNair and Fry starting to develop a decent partnership there, so that's fine as well. And to be honest, I don't think there's anything that I'm in too much of a rush to do before the window closes, but of course it was definitely worth just having one last check. So with that done now, it's going to be time to move towards this Tottenham game. It's probably, guys, going to be a match sim, this one, because of the fact that we are already 4-0 up, and even though it is at like the glorious Riverside, yeah, I think we should be getting the job done, but we will take the press conference beforehand. It is a big game, so yeah, we'll do that. The same, we must be delighted with probably how the first leg went. I didn't quite get a chance to read that, but if that is what they're saying, will we be changing our approach? Well, even though we're 4-0 up, we're not going to be giving anything away to Jose at this point. So yeah, we'll keep that to ourselves. Congratulations on the win against Luton. Just we must be looking forward to the next game, of course. It does give you good confidence to know that those last two games of the last episode, our form from them appears to have carried over. So confidence is quite high at the minute, which is a really nice feeling actually, considering how things have gone before the end of the last episode, and many people expected us to be more active in the transfer window. Well, maybe they did, maybe they didn't. For me, we've already done more business than I would have liked, as we've just discussed. So we're just going to turn around and say that, yeah, we only want to bring in the right people, basically. And that is true. So, press conference out the way. Tottenham coming up. We're 4-0 up. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be swapping over to the second team for this one. Surely... I don't really want to say it before the beginning of the game, but surely we don't throw this away, even with the second team out there. Oh man, if we do, it's going to be real embarrassing. Even if we lose the game, we shouldn't lose the tie from this point. So here's hoping the boys can get it done. We need to get off to a decent start. We've made it through the first 5 minutes. Only joking. Yeah, we should be okay, you know. They have gone strong. They've got Kane, Ali's playing, Son's playing, Sissoko's playing, Danny Rose, is that there playing? I'm not sure about that one. But Jedson Fernandez is playing, and he has just got them an early goal. Not good at all. There's Alderweireld, Tanganga, Doherty and Gazzaniga in goal for them. You can see our team as well. We've got Tavernier back in today, being the second team. Silas is playing, Joel Pedro's playing. We need to be getting this ball out. We've got Wood next to Housen today at centre back. And we've got Pear, Spence and Coulson at full back. We should... Oh, why did he not have a shot there? I'm all for keeping the ball, but... Oh, we've had a shot, guys. We have had a shot. Half an hour nearly gone in this game now, and it's still 1-0. So even though they've got the early goal, they've not really been able to build on that, which is great news for us. We've got the throw in here. Just if we can keep it up in their end of the pitch, that's absolutely fine with me. We need to be careful on the counter though, especially with Son down that other side. Oh, hold on a minute, it's better than holding on. Joao Pedro goes and scores. That surely now is that. It is 5-1 to us on aggregate. There is no way, surely now, with half time approaching as well, that Spurs are going to be able to turn this game around now. And also, if they do get close, that's why we're doing it interactively. We do have the option, of course, to jump in and take control of the game. We should not be needing to do that today, but you never know. It is the cup, after all. That is the beauty of the cup as well. Spurs looking dangerous here with the ball on the edge of the box, and of course Kane had to get his goal, didn't he? 2-1 to Spurs on the night, but still 5-2 on aggregate. They're going to need another 3 without conceding in the next half. They've only had 2 shots in that entire first half, so even if they do that and score both again in the second, we would still go through by that single goal. So we're looking okay at the moment. We're looking okay. Here they come again now, those Spurs early in the second half, putting that pressure on, playing it around at the edge of the box. Comes to nothing though, and we get it away. But we've turned it back over a bit too quickly for my liking there. I think that's Kane holding the ball up and playing it around with Ali. I can't quite tell, the numbers are so small on the screen that I'm watching on. It's making it really difficult actually. But I can tell that Spurs are absolutely dominating this half. That bounce has probably just saved us there. They've hit the bar now as well. Really piling it on now, Spurs, as you would expect. But we're still holding firm, just about. It is still that 3-goal cushion. We're past the hour mark now as well. So we are looking okay at the minute, guys. We should be heading to a final, hopefully, against either Chelsea or Liverpool, depending on how that game's got on. Having said that, though, that's a great ball, and it is 3-1 on the night now. Just 2 behind with just under 20 minutes to go. It's starting to get a little nervy at the Riverside at the moment, I'm not going to lie. We need to keep the ball now. Just see this game out. This is proper game management stuff now that is needed. Just over 10 minutes to go. 2 goals is the cushion. If they get another one, guys, I'm going to have to jump in. And they are looking really threatening when they come forward now. And there it is. The margin is down to 1 with just 8 minutes left. So we are jumping in now. The Riverside has gone really, really quiet at the moment. And this, guys, I'm not going to lie, is just going to be about seeing this out and getting us to a cup final in our first season. We've got Coulson now down the left. Just pop that up to Tavernier. If he can turn and hold that up now, that's fine by me. It's back to Coulson again. Played it into Saville. Wings come and picked it up now. We could have been on for something there, but Mali turns back. Plays it back to wing to Saville again. That ball through was just stupid, really. Too tempting on my part. And now here comes Spurs again. We need to get this back. We really need to get this back. Don't let them at the back line. Well done there, Saville. And again, we're turning into trouble. Tanganga has it now. He's played it to Sissoko, to Doherty. They're not exactly rushing forward here, Spurs, which is fine by me. Sissoko pops it back off to Doherty again, but does not offer him a run forward, and that could be that, you know. Sissoko now has to go backwards again. Ali's picked it up. Come on, ref, we're over the minute here. And that's it, we're going to a cup final in our first season. We are going to be visiting Wembley Stadium to play either Liverpool or Chelsea in the Carabao Cup final. We got it done. It was close in the end. It was nervy, but we are going to Wembley. What an absolutely brilliant result that is. Kane's distraught. The fans are now happy, probably relieved as well, just as I am. But we've got the job done, guys. Cup final in the first season. Who saw that coming? I certainly didn't, but I will take it. And here we go. Confirmation, it is Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final. What a day out that's gonna be. There's absolutely no pressure on us now. I would love to win it, but the fact that we've even got there is a ridiculous achievement this season. So for the next game, which I believe was against Wickham, Stojanovic wants to go back in goal, which of course he will be. We'll be switching back for the first team for that. And this now is interesting because there has been an offer made for Christopher Ajer, who is somebody I really wanted to bring to the club next season. But now, once again, like the deal with Assombalonga, my hand just could be forced here, guys. I think we're going to have to go in, guys, and we're going to have to try and hijack this deal from whoever it is that's put it in. Again, I couldn't quite make it out. Yeah, we need to get this done and dusted. I didn't want to do it till next season, but it is what it is. I believe from when I remember playing it, the muscle memory, that 7.1 million was the offer that got accepted by Celtic. I'm really surprised that they're selling this guy, to be honest. So 7.1 has already been accepted. So if we go in around, do we match it or do we go a bit higher just to make sure this happens? Yeah, we're going to go in with the 7.5. I'm pretty sure that that'll be fine if they've already accepted 7.1. I just don't want to take any chances. Of everyone on my shortlist, this was the guy that I wanted to bring in next season to go next to Paddy McNair. Both of these guys, McNair and Ajer, have played centre midfield before, so with the way that we play, trying to play out from the back, it would be a real nice partnership to have McNair and Ajer, who are both comfortable stepping forward. It would just, he fits what we do really well, is what I'm trying to say. So we cannot afford to mess this up. We've got the transfer bit done now. It is about the contract. I'm still going to try and get him on probably rotation if I can, but I don't think there's any way he accepts that. It's just always worth trying though. I'm assuming he's going to want Crucial, which will be fine. He'll be first choice next to McNair anyway, and he does indeed. Which again, like I've just said, is fine. He's going to be first choice next to McNair. It was going to be next season, but it'll obviously be this season now. Next up is obviously the contract length, and we want him for as long as we possibly can. So we'll be looking at going for that 5 years as normal, if possible. He may not accept that with us being in the championship, but again, it's always worth a try. He has accepted it though, fair enough. Of course, we don't want no release clauses, and at the moment I think that is 30k that he's on, so could we possibly try and match that and offer him $500,000 up front? Would he accept that? We are about to find out. This would be a massive last minute signing for us, guys. He's really going to improve that back line. But will we get him? We will indeed. We didn't have to pay any more than he's on at Celtic, which is an absolute bonus. And we now have Christopher Ajer to go next to Paddy McNair, which will mean that, unfortunately for Fry, who has been playing well, he's going to have to drop to the bench now. And Chris Wood, I think his name is Nathan Wood, sorry, is going to have to go to the reserves once again. It's a shame for him, but it wasn't part of the plans. It's obviously just something that's been through in our lap. We've had to react, we've done that. And let's just have a look now at his development and squad number while we're here, if we can. Okay, I thought I did that, but apparently I didn't. So yeah, he's going to go next to McNair, and that is a really nice partnership. They're both quicker than the guys, I believe, who was in there before as well, which also fits into the way we play because of the high line. But there's McNair. What am I doing here? McNair has actually already peaked pretty much, so before he does, I remember now, we'll try and improve his weak foot, and we're probably going to end up doing the same with Ajer here as well, so they can both receive and play the ball out no matter what foot that they're on. That is what we do. So the plan's starting to come together a little bit quicker probably than I imagined, which in a way is not a bad thing. We'll get to have a look at him now straight away as we go into this Wickham game. Pretty important that we carry on our momentum in the league, I would say. We're going back, as you can see, with the first team out there. It's a 4-3-3 holding for Wickham, and let's see how we get on. We are at the Riverside, so expecting a good front foot performance from us today, especially the form that we've been on the last few games. Nice quick start, hopefully. Early goal would be nice to get the ball rolling and build from there. We'll see what we can do. Here comes Fletcher now. Ball's played into him. He's laid that one back off to Cook. McNair's got it now. Out to Dyke-Steele. Back to McNair again. It's in the midfield to Cook, and already the pattern of the game is being set here. Wickham are just sitting off us at the moment. Fletcher's picked that one up now. Tried to get Akpom in. Akpom's nice turn there. He shot, and there is that early goal. We are 5 minutes in. I don't think Wickham have even touched the ball yet. They find themselves 1-0 down. It is great play from us. Akpom done really well to lose his defender there. I didn't think he would be able to. It's actually a miss-hit pass by the looks of it from Fletcher, but Akpom makes the absolute most of it. He is back on fire at the moment. Hits it across the keeper. The pace has beat him. It's past him before he even gets down. And we find ourselves 1-0 up very, very early on in this game. Once again, our number 7, he's 28th of the season, I think that was, and now Wickham have got it all to do. This is beautiful at the moment. We are absolutely dominating this game. Wickham can get nowhere near the ball. Fletcher might be in here, not quite this time, but we have been winning the ball up the pitch like we just did there, and that has gave Fletcher another chance now. Squares it across. Cook this time has put it in the back of the net. We've took this game away from Wickham early on now. It was really unselfish actually by Fletcher. I fully expected that he would get the goal there, but plays it across the box to Fletcher. It's well won, high up the pitch. Akpom to Fletcher, Fletcher to Cook, Cook to the back of the net, and that should be 3 points, you would imagine now. I don't see us throwing this away with how well we've started. And it is a beautiful sight to be playing this kind of football again at the moment, after the struggles of our recent episodes. So 17 minutes in, 2-0 up. Wickham are going to have to change something if they want to get back into this, but at the moment we are flying and very, very nearly turned the ball over on them again there. Not quite this time though. Wickham have played it forward nicely there though. That looked a little bit offside to me, but apparently it's not. Bolland needs to get that now. He hasn't managed to do so. They've played it back towards the edge of our box there. It's well won by Cook this time though, and we could be away again here now. We've got one to the left, one to the right. We just need to play this right, work it out. Fletcher this time, can he go all the way on his own? He does with his left foot as well. And less than half an hour into this game, we are 3-0 up, and Wickham are out of this now. There is no way that they come back. I thought Fletcher might take that with his right foot. He doesn't. Taps it home with the left. Slides it just underneath the keeper there. Keeper should really be doing better if we're being honest there, but I don't care about that. We are 3-0 to the good, and we are playing some brilliant football here at the moment. And again, Wickham need to change something, and they need to change it quick as well if they're going to do anything in this game. And still we're dominating, guys. Absolutely dominating. We've worked that out beautifully to Brown there. Unfortunately, it comes to nothing this time. And are Wickham going to do something this time? They are not. They give us the ball straight back. And we get to build again now, from Dykesteel to McNair to Azure, who's had a really comfortable debut so far, to be honest. It's played into Ferguson, up to Akpom now. Fletcher, has he managed to turn? He has. He's played this one, and it's Brown this time across the keeper. And that is an amazing 4-0 before half-time. Yes, we played the second team in the last game, but we only had a game a few days ago. And we've come out here and we have done this. We've just took Wickham apart. And it's a nice finish from Brown, who I just mentioned earlier when we looked at deadline day potential signings. He's in red hot form himself at the moment. He's continued that, and that is his 6th goal of the season. And that is Wickham dead and buried. Even if they change anything now, they don't get back into this. They really just need to change something to stop the bleeding, really. We're pressing high again now. They have got it into the midfield this time though, and moved it a lot quicker actually. Can they do something here now? No, we have won it back high up the pitch again, and we could be in from that again now. Can we wrap this one up? 5 maybe before the half. It's Walker this time. Just wide. Just wide there, but Wickham not learning their lessons at all. Really unlucky there, Walker. That was really close. And just 2 minutes now until injury time. We're just seeing this one out. Playing the ball around really nicely now. Brown's picked it up in midfield. Fletcher to Akpom. Nice turn from Akpom. Here's Ferguson. Nice little bit of left to right with his feet there. And we're going to get a corner, I believe. It is indeed. Can we do anything with this? We're already a minute over injury time, which is a bit unfair to Wickham, but it happens to us often enough. Can we do... Oh my god, we can do something with it as well. It's 5-0 in the first half. Fletcher with a brace now. That is really cruel, really, on Wickham. We were a minute over injury time, but again, I'm not going to moan because this happens to us so often. It normally costs us as well. Fletcher's managed to get up there and nod it between the defender and the goalkeeper. No chance for either of them. And we go into the break. 5-0 up now. And because of that and how quickly the games come, they come thick and fast in this division, we're just going to make some changes now. We've took Akpom out the game, we've took Fletcher out the game, and we're going to take Brown out the game as well. Coming in is Silas, Joel Pedro and Tavernier. So as you would imagine, the second half has been us just seeing the game out really. There's no real rush to do anything. We've got the game won. We have seen so many times that we've pushed for more and more and ended up conceding and doing things like that. There's no sign of that happening today. We're just taking our time now, coasting through the second half, keeping the ball, keeping them out the game. But as I say that, there is the 6, just after the hour mark. Joel Pedro comes into the game, makes a nice little run. He can't really miss from where he is, but he's done well to find the space. We were super patient with that one. There you go, just nice square little ball he's found and just touches it past the keeper, who has no chance, and that is now Joel Pedro on the score sheet as well. And even though we've gone quite lightly in this half compared to the first, Wycombe concede once again, and it has just been a terrible day for them. A great one for us. The fans are absolutely loving it. It is great to hear the fans happy at the Riverside again after, like I say, our struggles. But I must say that getting used to having Ferguson and Cook in the middle now, we're really starting to dominate the middle of the park. It's worked a treat, just as I hoped it would. Ferguson's actually been better than I thought he would. His passing is really good, but the work rates he brings with him, the quality that Cook's got, as you can see there with the passing, they've complemented each other as well as I hoped that they would, and maybe even more so. And yeah, we've just, since they've settled in, been able to take care of the middle of the park. And Azure as well, you see him on the ball now. Like I say, it's been a really comfortable debut for him. He's looked really good, really solid. He's what I liked about him most was he's got a really good composure stat, and he does give that air of authority at the back that we've been lacking. So yeah, hopefully him and McNair, when they settle down into a partnership, will be really good as well. We could have sent away Walker there, but we didn't. We might still have something here though with Dyke Steele. It goes back to Walker again. Like I said, we're just coasting our way through this half now. There could be another one here though. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be. So just a few more seconds to go now. And there is the final whistle. Actually, it would remain 6-0. We kept complete control of the second half. Really dominant, professional. Impressive performance. We were brilliant all over the pitch, pressing high, ball movement, goals, chances. We had it all today. Everything came together, and it looks like when we're hot, we're really hot, but when we're not on top form, we struggle quite a lot. So we need to start picking more points up when we're not playing so well. That's something that would have to be looked at next season, because we have dropped a few points when we've not been on top form this season. But when we are, Jesus, like no one can put a hand on us when we're at the top of our game. So yeah, there's no middle ground with us, which is what needs fixing. And with the options that we've got now, we might already have took care of that. We'll have to just wait and find out, I suppose. But we're going to take this press conference, and the headlines today will be about Fletcher's 2 goals. He capped off a great display today. There's really nothing more to say. The whole team were brilliant today. And yeah, he deserves credit, but it was the great team performance. And up against Wycombe today, we managed to turn things around. Of course, they did beat us the last time that we played them, so it was very nice to get revenge on them today. I think we lost 1-0 at their place, but we've more than put that right. So yeah, we were just better prepared, I suppose. And it looked like the Wycombe weren't ever going to be able to put us under any pressure. frankly, we dominated the game. I don't really know what else I can say there. We actually did dominate the game, so very, very happy with the boys in that one. It was a brilliant performance. And with that, guys, we do head into deadline day. We got Stojanovic saying that it was a great win. He told us that we would get the 3 points by playing him. Yeah, he did well, but let's face it, if we're being honest, he didn't have all that much to do in that one, so it is always nice to get a clean sheet though. But like I just mentioned, we're going to go into deadline day now. It's going to be a quiet one for us unless we get any unexpected offers. We have already done our business. Azure was the only one that might have been a deadline day signing, but my plan was always to bring him in next season, and we've got him through the door early. So yeah, there's really, for the division that we're in at the moment, I do fully expect that we're going to be in the championship again next season, so I don't want to go overboard with the signings. I feel like we've got now is pretty much where we need to be to challenge for promotion next season. We do have a offer there for Dyke Steel, which is not going to happen. Yeah, I think that we're okay at the moment for the championship. Maybe the beginning of next season we'll reassess again and see where we need to improve there, but to see the end of this season out now, there's just no point spending any more money. We could maybe have looked at some free transfers, I suppose, or pre-contracts is what I meant to say. But again, at the moment, the team's firing again. I'm really happy with where we are. Had the transfer window or the deadline day come a couple of episodes ago, then I may have considered more coming through the door, but at this point we've rolled through that horrible slumping form, and we're playing really good stuff at the minute. So we did have offers coming in, but not for anybody that I wanted to get rid of. Hausen, it might be leaving by the looks of it at the end of this season now, which was, yeah, that's not really an issue. I didn't give him a new contract, so that was pretty much expected. So again, we could probably go for another centre-back next season just to replace him, but then there is this youth academy as well. We've got a couple of nice players down here. We've still got the scouts out as well, so yeah, the youth academy is looking quite promising, and maybe that's where we get our numbers from, our reinforcements from, until we do get up into the Premier League at least. So yeah, we've got options at the minute. I feel like we're sitting in a good place. I'm happy with where the club is as a whole. We just continue developing and developing now. And speaking of continuing, we've got some training to do here and development. And we, as you can see, that timed lobbed through ball one, I have never ever got an A in that. I have done other career modes just for fun in the background. Cannot get an A in that to save my life. Doesn't matter who that I'm playing as. But these, all the rest of it, you can see we've done pretty good work. A's across the board in that last one. And our fitness, sharpness and morale is in a very, very good place at the moment as well. And it is almost time for the Blackburn game, I believe. That is going to be highlights, because looking at the clock now, we're already 33, nearly 34 minutes into this video. That'll be because of the unexpected transfer business and the deadline day and things like that. So yeah, I was going to play and show the live game against Blackburn, but it would make the video way too long. So that will be highlights. We got a very nice looking player there that I hope that I just signed. Too busy looking at the recording clock on that one, but he looked very good. It looked like he had a value of 2 million as well. Could be wrong about that, but that's what it looked like. 15-year-old here from Wales, looks quite promising. We're going to reject you. Curtis, decentish value. So yeah, the youth academy is growing at the moment. We'll reject you. Not quite. Oh, whoa, whoa. He looks very good here. Jackson Guest, nice value as well. We'll definitely be taking him. And unfortunately, Ollie, it's not going to work for you. But yeah, you saw that. We've got some nice ones. It is going to be highlights of the Blackburn game now, guys. And that is what will round out this episode. It's gone on a bit longer than normal ones, but before we do jump in, let's just have a quick look at the league. Like I said, I'm happy with where we're sitting at the moment. All in for the season, 8 losses in the league season. That's not good enough. That has to improve. But we're still in our very, very early days at the moment. This championship is actually a good league with a lot of good teams in it, so it doesn't dishearten me if we have to go again in the championship this season. The FA Cup's been drawn, as you can see, and we have got Wolves in the next round. Where's that going to be then? That is going to be... Oh, you are kidding. That is going to be 1, 2, 3 days after the Carabao Cup final. That's cruel. Because both of those games are going to require the first team. So we could be going out of the FA Cup. I'm going to shove all my eggs in the Carabao Cup basket. And now we go into the Blackburn game. Which, like I say, is going to be highlights just because of the length of this video already. And here we go with Fletcher. And that is 1-0. Well, you can see that we had to wait a lot longer than against Wycombe to get our goal today. But what I can tell you is, as we see another shot from Fletcher here, just 5 minutes after his first goal. Defender was really poor there. Should have stuck his foot out and got that one. But we played every bit as well as we did against Wycombe. We were really good in this game. We just lacked the finishing, as you can see there from Walker. But this is going to be the final game of the episode, so I just want to take this time while we're watching this to thank you all so much for watching again. It actually means the world to me to be able to do this in my free time. I would love it to become a full-time, almost a job and make a living off it, but that's nothing for you guys to worry about. It's not just because of the things that it brings with it, it's just the fact I really, really enjoy doing it. But as you can see, we did beat Blackburn. It was a 3-0 win. We were really full value for that win as well. But once again, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please leave that like, leave the subscribe, and also leave your comments and your feedback. We're going to start now, the transfer window's done, planning towards next season, so in the comments leave suggestions on where you think we need to improve, the players you'd like to see come in to achieve that, and all of that good stuff. But for now, that is it, so thanks once again guys for watching, and bye bye.